Nature is brutal. It's relentless. And when you're stranded in the cold, it doesn't care who you are. The Gray, 2011, is a gripping survival thriller that follows a group of oil drillers fighting for their lives against the elements and a ruthless pack of wolves. But beneath the survival story lies something deeper: the battle between hope and despair, life and death. Let's dive into this chilling thriller. Our story begins in the freezing Alaskan wilderness. John Otway, played by Liam Neeson, is a marksman hired to protect oil workers from wild animals. But Otway isn't just a skilled hunter, he's a broken man. Haunted by the memory of his wife, he's on the brink of giving up. In fact, he almost ends it all, until the howling of wolves snaps him back to reality. After finishing his shift, Otway boards a flight with other oil drillers, heading home. But fate has other plans. A violent storm hits. The plane shakes, warning alarms blare. Then, chaos. The aircraft spirals downward, and in a matter of seconds, it's swallowed by the icy Alaskan wilderness. Otway wakes up in the wreckage, surrounded by snow and scattered bodies. He stumbles through the debris, finding a few other survivors. There's Diaz, the tough guy with a short temper; Hendrik, the level-headed one; Talget, the nervous one; Flannery, the rookie; and Burke, who's barely holding on. But the cold isn't their only enemy. Something is watching them, and soon they realize they're not alone. The first night is pure terror. A man is dragged screaming into the darkness, his body ripped apart before anyone can react. The survivors quickly understand the chilling reality. A pack of wolves has marked them as prey. Otway, using his knowledge of wolves, explains the danger. These aren't ordinary wolves. They're territorial and relentless. He convinces the group to leave the crash site and head toward the forest, where they'll have better cover. They march through the endless white, fighting exhaustion, frostbite, and fear. But the wolves? They never stop. They stalk from the shadows, testing the group's weaknesses. And one by one, the men start falling. Burke, weakened by the cold, doesn't wake up. His lifeless body is left behind. Flannery, too panicked to listen to Otway's warnings, is ambushed and killed in an instant. Each death sends the group spiraling into despair. Tensions rise, especially between Otway and Diaz, who refuses to follow orders. But survival doesn't care about pride. They need to work together, or they'll die alone. The forest offers some protection, but not enough. The men build makeshift weapons, sharpened sticks, torches, but it's like bringing knives to a gunfight. The wolves are smarter, faster, and ruthless. When Talget falls behind, fear takes over. He runs, slipping down a ravine. Dangling from a tree, he thinks he's safe, until a wolf leaps onto him, dragging him into the abyss. His screams echo through the wilderness. Now, only three remain: Otway, Diaz, and Hendrik. But exhaustion and hopelessness are taking their toll. When they reach a river, Diaz makes a choice. He won't run anymore. He sits, facing the endless snowy expanse, accepting his fate. The others leave him behind, knowing what's coming next. Crossing the river proves deadly. Hendrik, caught in the current, struggles to stay afloat. Otway tries to save him, but the freezing water is unforgiving. Hendrik drowns before his eyes, leaving Otway truly alone. Exhausted, freezing, and with nowhere left to run, Otway collapses in the snow. He looks up and realizes he's wandered straight into the wolves' den. The alpha stares him down, eyes glowing in the darkness. In his final moments, Otway reaches into his pocket, pulling out a small piece of paper, the letter to his wife, the last words he never got to say. His life flashes before his eyes, his childhood, his regrets, his love. But he won't die without a fight. Wrapping his hands in broken glass and tape, he prepares for the final battle. The camera lingers on his face, determined, unafraid. The screen cuts to black before we see the fight, but a post-credit scene reveals the aftermath. A glimpse of Otway and the alpha wolf lying motionless, breathing faintly. Who won? The movie never tells us. The Gray is more than a survival story. It's a meditation on life, death, and what it means to fight until the very end. Otway's journey isn't just about battling nature. It's about facing his own demons, finding purpose in the face of hopelessness. And in the end, whether he lives or dies isn't the point. What matters is that he never stops fighting. Thank you for watching this recap. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie breakdowns. Until next time, stay safe and stay out of the wild.